At 4:07 a.m., someone started kicking my front door, not knocking, not ringing, kicking. And then I heard her say the words that changed everything. "I'm HOA management. I have a master key." I woke up to my security alert buzzing nonstop. Front camera, motion detected. And there she was, an HOA Karen in a cardigan, slippers, and pure confidence, standing on my porch like she owned the place. She shouted through the door, "Open up, this is an HOA inspection." At 4 in the morning, I checked the live feed and watched her yank on my handle, then kick the door. That's when she yelled, "I don't need your permission. I have a master key." Now, here's what she didn't know. First, HOAs do not have master keys to privately owned homes. Second, this house is not under HOA jurisdiction. And third, inside this home were 2 fully trained canines on overnight security duty. When she tried the handle again, the dogs heard it before I even reached the hallway. Deep growls. Controlled. Professional. Karen froze. She stepped back and started yelling louder, saying she was authorized and that I was violating HOA emergency access rules. She even claimed there was a noise complaint. At 4 a.m., in a silent neighborhood, I finally spoke through the door intercom and said calmly, "Ma'am, you are trespassing. Step off my property immediately." That's when she snapped back. "You can't tell me what to do. I'll unlock it myself." She reached into her purse. That was her final mistake. The canines moved to the door, still restrained, still controlled, but loud enough to make one thing very clear. This house was protected. Her confidence evaporated instantly. She stumbled backward, dropped whatever she was holding, and started screaming. "Call off your dogs," I replied. "They're not attacking. They're doing their job, responding to a break-in attempt." At that point, she called the police. 5 minutes later, officers arrived. They reviewed my footage. They reviewed her statements. And then they asked her the question that ended the conversation. "Do you have written authorization to enter this home?" She didn't. She tried to say the HOA rules gave her access. The officer responded, "HOA rules do not override property law. You kicked a door at 4 a.m. That's when she was formally warned for criminal trespass and attempted unlawful entry. Before leaving, the officer turned to me and said, "You did everything right, and your canines are extremely well trained." The HOA later sent me an email claiming there was a misunderstanding. I sent back the police report, the footage, and one sentence. Any further contact will go through my attorney. That Karen never came back. The HOA never contacted me again, and somehow, the idea of a master key disappeared overnight.